Atomic batteries to power.
Here we go. Tapping the power reserve to pop.
What's the matter with you people? I was joking! Don't you not joke when you hear one?
What you are doing is mad and diabolical.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hey, that's right. We're back again. Woo! I'm Jesse Shadoos, and always next to me, this suave motherfucker right here.
Kamal Tosh.
We're going to kick a little bit of that podcast action for you tonight. This past weekend was May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, man. Star Wars. And I gotta say, I checked into the package, okay? It has the whole marathon of the you know, I would say the the trilogy, but it's all the rest of them. You get the prequels, the trilogy. Yeah, the tragedy trilogy.
Oh no.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Anyway, so, but like, it was like, the only place that was doing it was Disney Springs, and it was like an hour and some change away, and I'm like, I checked it. Yeah.
That's quite a drag.
And the ticket prices were $75. And I
You
was,
just pull it up on the TV. And
yeah. I'm like, no. I
I
can,
got home, I got snacks.
yeah, I can. 13, it's a 13-hour ticket, and just like, dude, I could do that at home.
What were they charging for that?
$75.
Ooh.
I was like, do you guys have the first 6 for like 40? like, I don't really care.
You gonna catch some of that cough off?
That shit ends at Jedi for me. I don't know what we're talking about. That shit fucking ends at Jedi, dog. It starts with
Done.
George Lucas and it fucking ends with him. Nobody wants to see the fucking Acolyte, man. Every trailer I've seen of it is the most questionable bullshit I've ever seen in my life. And not because it's wokey doke or any of the things people say it is, but just because it didn't look interesting. It didn't catch my eye at all.
Well, speak for yourself. I'm excited about it.
Dude. Until they just released the second trailer, and then I got a little excited, even though I still don't have high hopes for the show. The fucking dark character in the series or whatever, like that, the mask is like has like the mouth of Abeloth. It's like that crooked smile with all those rows of teeth that go back.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, And we've kind of seen the story being the story going that way in Ahsoka. You know, where Balin Skull is out there on that planet, and then you see like the father of the 3 was one of those statues.
Oh,
Yeah. So like it's all starting to make sense now. We might be getting some more Legends continuity coming in. We might be getting some.
Promising.
It is promising. Like, look, Dave Filoni and John Favreau, you guys fucking do it right, okay? Let's be honest. You guys are keeping this shit alive, because if it was Kathleen Kennedy, Star Wars would just be like all women all the time. And as South Park said, they would make it lame and gay. Did you see that? She did the Jedi mind trick on him. She hasn't even had one class. She hasn't fought a fucking droid with a helmet on her face that she can't see out of.
Well, Anakin was a good pilot before he had any training.
Yeah, he was a good pilot. But he didn't do the Jedi fucking mind trick. Obi-Wan did that shit, and Luke was like fucking wizard. Dude, he didn't say, hell yeah, that was dope. How'd you do that? You know, like, dude, we didn't see Luke do any Force-related activities for the most part until Empire, where he, like, reaches for his lightsaber and it fucking comes to his hand. That's pretty much like, and Ben showing up going, go to the Dagobah system.
Hold on, taking that shot.
What shot?
And torpedo and how that shit angled. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Look.
The force.
Yeah, but that was like
The first time I saw that shit, I was like, but it shouldn't have got in. Like, it was going. Like,
so,
anybody else see that shit?
like,
Anybody?
he started.
He banked it and it bounced like the whole way down.
He flew right down into the pussy of that Death Star. But he finished in its ass. All right. Surprise! I used the force. Came in with a little pressure. Went out there and gave it 110%. Dude, but like, okay, look, granted, Luke does some pretty fantastical shit too, okay? But Rey's just like, all of a sudden, she's just doing shit nobody's even... Luke had to see Obi-Wan do it. It's not like he was just instinctually could be like, these aren't the George you're looking for. They'd be like, get the fuck out of here, farm boy. No.
He is a good pilot too.
For fuck's sake, I understand the Force had manifested. They didn't know that. They didn't know. It was luck to them.
Maybe she was lucky.
Dude, you are really fucking stretching in a movie that we don't give a fuck about. Stop finding...
Look how bad he gets.
Stop trying to play the devil's advocate in those fucking shit shows. What's your name? Ray Skywalker. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. How dare you? How dare you? The man that you went to go find on some fucking planet who didn't give two shits that he showed up, like... Come on, man. It's fucking terrible, man. It's fucking terrible. I think Mark Hamill fucking was like, yeah, this is exactly how I want Luke to go out.
At least Obi-Wan was struck down. And his clothes just... Luke was just sitting on a rock, dude. On a planet by himself.
No, he force projected himself. He force projected himself across the galaxy, and
it took too much out of him.
And it took too much out of it.
He was all tuckered out. He needed a nap,
dude.
But then he took the eternal nap.
So dumb, dude. It was so dumb, and to like waste his life just buying them time. But he could have just been there and been a real badass. He could have just showed the fuck up. And Ben
was like bored. He's just like,
yeah, it looks like
just
check
one lightsaber.
I'm a 70-year-old man and I'm not fucking really doing this shit. Luke Skywalker out. Luke was so curmudgeon-y at that point, he didn't even want to get off his ass to help. Like, he was like, nah, I'll do it from here. That's going to be the only thing I can ever do again, but...
Bro, the moment he tossed that lightsaber, I was like...
No.
I wanted to get up and leave. I was...
Like, he would just toss his father's lightsaber behind him off a cliff, basically. Like Luke Skywalker would ever do that.
Okay.
No. I'm afraid not, dude. I'm afraid not. And some people are like, oh, well, this is the bravest... It's the bravest that Luke has ever been.
Not my Luke.
And I was like, what? No. I'm afraid not. Like, Luke...
And it's hard to say that, not by Luke, because it was still Mark Hamill, but like...
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Did you... I mean, you've heard Mark Hamill talk about it.
Yeah, he wasn't pleased with it, and that's... It's unfortunate. I'd really like to talk about something else, because it makes me depressed, man, talking about these later movies. I like to talk about things that make me happy. That's not one of them.
I just like
the sequel trilogy is
it's just
not my favorite.
J.J. Abrams was like, fuck it, we'll throw in Palpatine at the end. Like, we'll just throw that in there.
Yeah, somehow.
Somehow he's amassed this whole world full of dark side acolytes that are all just like Shaolin monks from Mortal Kombat background. Like,
and he survived.
yeah. No.
That wasn't just clever planning, like, hey, start doing this at this time and you'll get this much money for it. They're like, all right, sign an agreement. They started doing it, when he's not around. No. He's still alive. Somehow, he survived.
I assure you I am quite operational.
And I'll be quite operational when your friends arrive.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. I assure
Somehow.
you I would be quite operational when your friends arrive.
I feel better about this now.
Because we brought the wars a bit. Yeah. You can imagine when he was falling down in Jedi, going down to the core. He was probably like, "You will pay your price for a little bit later."
Well, here's the real quick. Was that him or was that a clone? Like, what was that? What was that?
No, that was him.
That was him.
That was him. Yeah. Yeah.
And somehow he survived that.
No, he did not survive that. His body died.
So he transferred his essence?
Yeah, he learned essence transfer. And that's why all the cloning and shit like that, that's why the trying to clone a force sensitive being is because that was for him. That's what all that Bad Batch shit was about. Like, it's the cloning program that eventually leads to Palpatine coming back. So they've retroactively built it back into the backstory of Star Wars now.
Gotcha.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
Which is smart. But should we just get a do-over? Can we get another run at this?
Should they have to do that?
Yeah.
Should they have to do that?
But like, is Disney really gonna make a new Jedi Order movie? And like, is anybody gonna go see it?
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably still sit my stupid ass in the fucking theater seat.
I don't know if I'll watch it in theaters.
I might do it just to fucking yell at the screen while you... Hey, listen. I grew up in the hood. I went to movie theaters, okay?
We speak our mind.
Used to people talking up in the movie theater.
First time I experienced that, she was yelling at the screen about the protagonist going up the stairs with the antagonist on, like, hot on their heels. And she stood up. She's like, "Why are you going up the stairs?"
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like looking around because I'm not used to that at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody's gonna say anything. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, she's not wrong.
Dude, I don't even want to be in a horror movie if somebody's not screaming out like, "Run, bitch! He's gonna kill you! Turn around!"
It's like something's missing when they don't do that.
Yeah. Why? You always know why white people in the horror movie are always like, "Let's go hide in here." Why? Why are you gonna go hide? You know he's gonna find you. That's the dumbest option. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Door, outside,
Window,
leg it,
whatever.
get out.
And pray you don't run into horny werewolves.
Which are apparently a thing. Before this old movie theater closed in Bellevue,
Yeah.
I got there early for a showing. Like I said, I like to go to early shows.
Yeah.
And I got there too early. So I had to kill some time. I noticed a couple suites over there was a bookstore, and I was like, well, what better place to kill some time than a bookstore, right?
Yeah.
So I walk in, and I'm looking at the different sections. I'm trying to gauge what it is I want to start browsing, because I don't want to just jump in there and be like, what am I looking at? No,
Right.
No. I got time to kill, but not that much time to kill.
I'm a selective browser. I only have like
Listen,
certain
if
areas
I have-
I'm gonna go, and then I'll peruse, a little bit. I'll spadoosh here and a spadoosh there, and then I'll just get a little skedazzle over this way, and I'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
what's
this guy
that right
gets it.
there?
That's pretty
Is
much
that a
it.
book on sci-fi? Yeah, I like sci-fi.
Get out of my head. That's how I like it to freaking books, dude. I
Selective,
see sci-fi and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
selective browser.
Selective. Anyway. So I'm looking at the different sections, like the names of them. And one of them was werewolf romance.
Werewolf romance.
And I didn't know if that was like one genre or it was like werewolves / romance. Like they have so few of each that they put it all together
No,
in one
there's plenty
section.
of romance, dude. Are you fucking kidding? You know how many bored housewives are flicking their bean to Fabio still?
Whether
Okay.
or not I mentioned.
I'm just
When I
saying.
first walked in the door, something struck me as odd. As there was a living, breathing cat sitting on the counter, like the main counter of the establishment, where they have the point of sale, the register.
Uh-huh.
Then they got the counter where you put your would-be purchase.
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah.
Cat.
Well, you better hope that bookstore changes that litter box, and all those books are gonna smell like cat ass.
Start getting yellow and
Ugh.
Anyway, so
Werewolf romance.
yeah, werewolf romance. It's a thing.
It is a subgenre.
It's a thing.
Just a bunch of
I
hairy
started reading
badges.
some of the backings to these
Okay.
books, and no, it's not a little bit of werewolves, and then like halfway through the sections, it's all one thing: werewolf romance. Like people trying to make new beings with wolves, or werewolves rather. So it's like they're half human, so I guess it's okay.
The full moon wasn't the only thing rising.
That could easily have been
Right.
any one of those books.
Exactly.
Actually, it may even be like a running thing. Do you read these books?
No. I'm afraid not.
Don't miss those. Man.
No, dude, it's just a bunch of fucking hairy beavers and you know what I mean? Like, do they like listen, is it when they're like a married werewolf couple, do like they only count cheating with humans during the day, and then like not wolves during the full moon? Because wolves, you can't be held
accountable for what you do
as a wolf.
as a wolf.
Right.
That, that may be how. Listen, dude, you know as much as I do from this story.
You know,
Like,
sometimes wolves fall asleep spooning, okay, and they wake up and they're like, Sheila? From next door?
I hate it when that happens.
Oh, this is gonna make the neighborhood picnic weird. Like, I didn't even know she was a werewolf.
No clue.
What the fuck, dude? Werewolf romance.
It's
Well, they couldn't let vampires have all the fun.
no, they couldn't. They couldn't. And I guess maybe vampires were having too much fun, and that's why they wrote Twilight to make vampires look like bitches,
Dude.
and then like awaken something
Oh.
in these readers. They're like, hey, werewolves are pretty cool too. You should really check out stuff with werewolves. What a coincidence. Now we have werewolf romance. For you guys. Please
That
read
was
it.
some very Napoleon Dynamite looking shit.
I can read it. Please.
Like some fucking Life Aquatic with Steve Cecil that are under the ocean. Fucking. That was a cry for help.
They need the sales. I guess.
Bro.
Dude, there was so much stock. There were multiple, like, okay. The area where they had werewolf / romance. It had, like, 1, 2, 3 little indents in their shelving.
Uh-huh.
These sections were all full. Same shit. So I don't know if they have an overstock because they sell a lot and they need to keep the shelves stocked, or like they make a lot of those books and people just don't buy them.
No, I mean, it's probably a niche market, but it's like furry porn, dude. Like there's no difference. It's just a bunch of people
that might have actually been in the back.
There was furry.
I don't know. I didn't go to the back.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the back, right? There was a cat up front. I ain't going out back.
You were back there reading Furry Party.
What's that?
Is it a guy or a girl? It doesn't matter. It's a whole fucking.
Oh my goodness.
We're furries. We don't judge. That's basically the motto of the furries.
Is that how that go? I don't know.
How do you know? Like you gotta move. It was dark,
There is
Jerry.
no way of going. Actually, come to think of it. Maybe the smell?
Well, I mean, everybody's gonna stank in that fucking suit. You're gonna be sweating all up under. Ugh.
Could you imagine the dry cleaning bill for that?
Oh
Something
my
like
god,
that?
dude.
Listen, this thing is filled with cum. Okay?
Did you
Mine, other people's. I don't know. All right? Can you get it out?
Dude, nobody has a rent-a-furry business. It's not like
These colors need to pop
It's not like
when you're done, okay?
It's not like you're spraying out bowling shoes.
Oh, it's a completely different process.
You really gotta get that shit.
You really gotta get it down.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. You've got to take that somewhere. Okay.
There isn't a chemical known to man.
It's just gross.
Strip that out of there.
I don't get it.
It's gonna. That's what it is. It's gotta have a scent. It's gotta be the scent.
Dude, furry parties should just be like, we're ugly people, fuck. Furries, an inclusive community where ugly people fuck.
Want in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got holes? Yeah.
You want blood? You ever seen an airtight furry?
Well, you're gonna. You're in. Come on, man. It's so bad.
Shake on it. What's the
Video.
What's the saddest part about it? What's the saddest part about the furry thing? Is there's little flaps to fuck them with. They got front flaps and bottom flaps.
I never even thought. Oh my gosh. I guess we would have flaps for access.
Yeah. Just ugly, weird people engaged in interspecies erotica.
It's a thing, man. They're out there. Hey, good for them. Good for them.
Oh, man. Well, listen. There was a Brazilian pastor. That got caught. He convinced his parishioners that there was holy milk in his dick.
Did he word it as such?
Like, yeah, and then like through by his dick milk, you could be baptized.
I'm pretty sure I know what he was getting at. But I'm also pretty sure that's not cool. Like, I don't think that's right. He probably had some takers.
Dude, I think a lot of them were
Fools.
guys. They were like, it's Brazil, dude. You know, down there, they're sexually liberated people, okay? There's a bunch of dudes down there that'll be like, that's all I gotta do?
That's it.
Where's
That's
part?
it.
He's still like a prostitute, though, because they're slipping a 20 in the offering plate.
That's hush money.
They're taking holy loads.
It's holy spelled with a W.
Holy loads.
You get it. He's like, drain.
The blood of Christ, but less messy. It's the cum of Christ.
Too much? Please don't kick us off your platform.
Coming this fall
We normally don't do this.
from Christian Dave Films. The cum of Christ.
There it is.
He was just a regular Brazilian pastor. And then one day he realized his cum cured diseases.
Yes, one of them one morning he's like, so how you feeling? Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling a little better. Oh, you're not under the weather anymore? No, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh. Wonder if I had anything to do with that.
Giancarlo Esposito stars in The Cum of Christ. That's his name, right? Juan Carlo Esposito? That's his name?
I think so.
Isn't that the guy from fucking Breaking Bad?
I think it's Giancarlo.
Giancarlo. Did I say Giancarlo or Juan
I
Carlo?
think you said one.
Well, sorry. Anyway, if I did, I thought I said John. Anyway, doesn't
He
matter.
meant to say it right. But he
Anyway,
didn't know whether he got it right.
I love that guy. That guy's getting a lot of work.
So
Guy's
glad
getting a
that
lot
he's
of
getting work and he's
He's
doing
a
it.
fantastic actor.
So good.
He's a
So
fantastic
good.
actor. Like, him as Gustavo Fring in Breaking Bad, I was just like, wow, this guy is a menace.
Still fixing his tie.
Yeah. With half of his face
Woo.
blown off.
Epic.
Jesus Christ.
Epic.
Dude, talk about a way to go. And old Salamanca's like, ding, 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 ding. He couldn't wait. He's been wanting to kill that chicken guy for a long time.
That was another show that wrapped up so well. So well.
It's probably one of the better TV show endings of all time, honestly, as far as wrapping up a series. It didn't leave you hanging.
Not really.
It-
Every question that I had
Was
was
answered.
answered. Now, they did come out with, what was it, El Camino?
Yeah, I haven't watched
like
it.
a movie
Yeah, I
or
haven't watched
a
it.
show, I don't know.
Yeah,
That was supposed to take place after the events.
right.
But I didn't have any questions pertaining to anything that... How do you make a whole body of media
Well, it was just
something that was wrapped up so well? Like,
well, it was just a way to get the guy that played Jesse Pinkman another job for them. Like, it was just like, here you go, here's this movie. But I mean, they did Better Call Saul, which was a complete spin-off of that, which was fantastic.
was that one like a lead up to those events? Or
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
okay.
it was him in the beginning, and then what led up to where he joined, with forces with Walt and all that, and being his lawyer and all that shit. But it tells it retrospectively from him being on the run, like he's like every episode starts off with him in his real new life, where he's like somewhere working at a mall in like Missouri. as a manager of a fucking Aunt Fanny's or some shit like that. It's pretty sad. Anyway, and so like it starts off there every episode, and then it goes back to the flashback of him and doing all this stuff and whatever. He's just like thinking about his life while he's doing nothing.
Oof.
But then, like towards the end of the series, it switches into the real world, and they're coming to get him.
I would imagine that makes for good television.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I didn't watch it.
No, it was great. No,
Oh.
it was awesome, and that actually had more seasons than Breaking Bad. I think Breaking Bad only had 5 seasons, and Better Call Saul had 6 or 7.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, it was fantastic, man. It was really, really good. But yes, but the pastor guy, dude, like, fucking, how do you convince an entire group of people that like you've got this fucking holy jizz?
How do you bring it up to him?
Like at the potluck? I don't know. When do you?
I'm gonna need to figure out where I'm gonna slide in that I give him holy baptisms.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy baptisms.
yeah.
Oh, holy, I'm sorry. That's just it still tickles me. Holy,
Okay.
with a W.
All right.
Whoa. And not get arrested. Did he get arrested? Tell me he got arrested.
Of course he got arrested.
Yes.
Like eventually somebody's like,
Does he have
hey,
to pay taxes now?
I'm getting these new bumps on my face from it's like, oh, that's herpes. Oh.
Oof.
So the
Oof.
come when Christ was carrying a little something extra.
He gave the gift of life.
Dude,
Maybe not the life you wanted.
can you imagine that Brazilian pastor shows up to an exorcism and he's like, the come of Christ compels you. The come of Christ compels you. And he's just shooting ropes all over the bedroom. That little girl's fucking head is spinning. Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Harris. And he's
You're like, it wasn't this kid. It's a kid in the next bedroom over. And he's like, oh.
the come of Christ compels me over there now.
Excuse me. Coming through. He's gonna walk between the parents and the door. He's gonna get around. He's like, excuse me. Coming through.
It's a hard sell.
Coming
Okay?
through.
This guy is really like, no, no.
I just need to get something for my car.
That guy's just gonna be compelling himself all over town. Just like, oh, there's a demon possession over here. Like, no, there isn't. He's just in a Taco Bell.
That was a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time.
Dude, have you ever been currently eating the Taco Bell and you're immediately starting to feel the grumbles in your stomach,
Oh yeah.
but then you power through the rest of those fucking things you bought, and you're just like, why? Why did I put more of the
By the
thing that
time
was
you're
already
done,
hurting me?
You're uncomfortably full and full of stuff that's not agreeing with your guts
At all.
at all.
No.
They're not getting along. And you, in many cases, you can hear it.
Yeah, and you're just funneling more shit in. We're like, oh, more fire sauce. Let me eat this fucking burrito. They make 8 different ways, but it's the same fucking burrito.
Sometimes they get like a new piece of hardware for their kitchen, and they have like a whole new section to their menu.
Yeah.
Like, I think they recently got a press. So now they have the pressed ones where like they put cheese around the outside of the shell or something and press that. And like,
Bro, they've had it pressed forever.
Right. Well,
That's how they
now
press
they're
the
finally
quesadillas.
freaking using them
Well, yeah, they've always
for
used.
something other than the quesadillas.
Yeah. Here's a Taco Bell tip and trick for you kids. If you want to get a quesadilla, okay, but you don't want to pay quesadilla prices, you just get a stacker. If you unfold the stacker, it is literally a quesadilla, except they use ground beef and cheese and whatever like that. You can substitute it for steak. You're still paying less than a $6 quesadilla. Dude, their fucking quesadillas are ridiculously expensive at Taco Bell, and you get nothing. It's like cheese and a little bit of meat and some sauce.
A lot of sauce.
And then that's and then that's it. And it's
In
like,
my opinion.
okay. And I spent $6 for this thing? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. It feels like a bit much.
Bring back the fucking chili cheese burrito, okay? They found a receipt from 1999 in a library book. And it was from Taco Bell. And it was a chili cheese burrito, 69 cents. Taco, 59 cents. Nachos,
I remember those
69
days.
cents. Large Pepsi, 69 cents. Their total was like fucking $3 and something, almost $4. And that right there would cost you $16 today at a fucking Taco Bell.
Easily.
You know what I mean?
Easily.
And that's only 25 years ago, dude. What? Inflation is that bad? Our dollar is worth that little? Holy fuck, dude, that should scare you. Okay, Gen Z, I'll pose this to you. How much is it going to cost you to take your kids to fucking Taco Bell, okay? You know? Like, what are my grandkids or whatever going to be spending to go to fucking Taco Bell? Like, is Taco Bell going to be like $100 fucking dollars? Like, you can already go to other sit-down restaurants and spend less than what you spend at fast food restaurants. And it's like, that's a no-brainer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's cook at home, man. Like, this shit is for the birds, man. It's really expensive. And half the time, you're waiting 5, 10, sometimes 15 minutes to get that food. You could have already been home and made something in that time and be enjoying the rest of your day. Instead, it's not fast food. You're not really getting it any quicker than you would make it at this point because there's so many people in line. It's ridiculous now. It's ridiculous. Like, it's on-the-go eating is the worst shit you can do. And we're all guilty of it. Okay, so the podcast is going to come out a little late this week because recording it earlier in the week, we had a huge thunderstorm hit as we do in Florida, and we, for the life of us, could not get it out of the microphones. It was just thunder and lightning pouring. It was too much. So we're picking it back up right now. We're going to finish this one off, but it gave us time to find another really fascinatingly stupid story from the internet, okay? Because this girl... Okay, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Dublin Eye?
I don't know what they...
Or Lens...
But
Portal. Dublin
Portal.
Portal. That's what it is. In New York City, okay? It's the Dublin Portal. It's this really cool fucking... what was that movie?
Stargate?
Stargate, yeah. Where they're all stargated and shit. Except this thing's just like, it's just a live interactive video screen where the other people can see you from Dublin and you can see them and all that shit.
And here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So they can see you here, you can see them there, and you can interact with them live. And it's super cool. It's such a neat thing. And some dumb fucking OnlyFans model flashes her fucking tits and
ruins it for the rest of us.
Permanently shut it down, man. Okay? And you know what? I Googled her. Not that impressive. Okay? I think the people of Dublin were gypped. Those look like some saggy mom tits. Oh my god. 2 balls down. Yeah. It's fucking bad.
It's unfortunate, man. I really wanted to see that be a thing. And have portals for different cities.
Dude, how awesome would it be? How much closer would we feel to each other across the world if we had every major metropolitan area had one of these portals to a different region, and you could just go and fucking talk to somebody in Africa, or talk to somebody in Japan, or talk to somebody in the Ukraine and see what the bombing's really like,
But if you're abroad, if you're from America, don't hop in some other country on the portal and be like, hey, I'm an American. Because if it's my turn to talk to somebody in a foreign country,
Yeah.
and I get an American, I'll be like, get the fuck out of here. I want to I want to talk to the locals over there.
Yeah.
You're not a local over there.
Yeah.
You're being rude.
No,
it's my
imagine-
turn right now. I'd like to talk to somebody else.
Yeah, dude. Imagine
They gotta
talking.
set some rules.
Imagine talking to one of the click tribes over there that use the, the, and stuff. That would be look. All jokes aside, that would be fascinating. I would love to learn from those people. Like it would bring us all so much closer together. Okay, like if we could, talk to the click clacks and the fucking, all the other peoples that do the whatever they do. You know what I mean? I still like I love that shit. It's so innovative. Dude, can you imagine getting in a fight with your girlfriend or whatever and you're just like...
It's more than just...
I know they have words too. But
What if that actually, like, literally translates to just if or and you're like, if, and, if. They're like, fucking what? What are we even talking about?
they'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like,
You're like, count that as a
I
win for
thought
me.
it was all clicks. Like, it's like,
It's not.
doing Morse code half the time and then they put words in.
So we got the short clicks, the long clicks.
Yeah.
Now, is it just a long click or is it like a double click?
Dude, I don't fucking know. Sometimes you gotta double click.
Sometimes.
But I think how close the world would be if we could all just see each other and see that like we all have the same concerns, we all have the same problems, we all have the same hopes and dreams.
We have a lot more in common than we normally think.
Then we do different, and
Yeah.
thanks to some fucking Dusty Cunt's OnlyFans ass, the world is now deprived of the one portal.
Here's my thing. She's going to see an uptick
It was
for
a
how
test
long?
run.
She's going to see an uptick for how long? 5, 6 people are probably going to get on there, and she's going to have it locked behind a paywall, and they're going to pay to get to the other side, see what's there. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm not impressed. Then they're going to leave, and okay, so maybe she got like a few bucks. What if the rest of the world lose because of her?
Yeah, well, they were parents with their children there. Not young children, but still teenagers. And then they're getting exposed to this fucking B-level Skinamax fucking titties. Like,
They deserve better.
And that
They can find better on the internet.
Dude, have you seen those
Leave
chicks?
that shit out of the portal.
What? Have you seen the chicks in Ireland? Those are some fucking... Yeah. Okay? Irish chicks? Hello. Okay, hello. Fucking super hot.
It is kind of a portal, but we can't see the other side.
No, we can't see
That's
the other
nice.
side.
See us though.
But honestly, like, this chick ruined... It was a test run to see if humanity could be a better version of itself. And we failed.
Yeah.
And we failed again.
We can't handle it.
We can't handle it. We can't
too
can't
much.
be... It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, why can't we have anything nice?
All they gotta do is monitor that shit. Like, how live is it? There's gotta be some latency. A few seconds. Like they do live television. Have somebody monitoring that and just be like, oh, well, that's titties.
I don't think there's that much.
I have 7 seconds to hit
I don't think there's that much latency, dog. You're talking light. They're using fiber optics. I don't
Oh,
really
well,
think there's
that's
that much
fucking
latency.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do. Thanks, bitch.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And
Fuck you.
it
From the
was
bottom of all of our hearts.
it
fuck
was
you.
literally a
piece
social
of shit.
experiment for the benefit of mankind, and we failed.
Ugh.
We
Why
don't.
we can't have nice things.
That's what I just said. We don't deserve our robot masters. We really don't. Like, that's when the AI come. I hope they're benevolent. I'm gonna be really nice to my robot friends.
What if they are?
Like, really
And
nice?
and then they turn out to like be a huge help and turn things around.
I think that would be amazing. I think, like, if we do create an artificial intelligence deity, which we're fucking well on the way, maybe it'll be you know, benevolent. Maybe it'll take pity on us and be like, you know what? They can't be the higher version of themselves without a little bit of help. Now, let me tell you something.
Just a nudge.
There's going to be a few people eliminated. That's just what's going to happen, okay? And there's going to be a lot of undesirables. This thing's going to think logically, compassionately, but logically, and sterilize
Fix the problem.
quite a few people.
It's fixing the problem.
Yeah. And you know what? Look, if I'm one of those people and humanity gets a better future for it, okay. All right.
Could you imagine?
I'm going to put up a fight, though.
You're in line at the bank or something. Or waiting to get on a bus and you can feel... You're like, what the fuck? And that's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, listen.
It administers the whatever to kill whatever.
They don't even have to. They'll just use those little dragonfly drones or those ones that are like the size of a fly now that they have.
You don't even know the shit's coming.
And it'll just buzz.
No clue.
And it'll prick you with the kill needle in your neck and you'll swat it and you'll be like, oh, what the fuck? And you'll look and you'll be like, oh, yeah. It's leaking hydraulic fluid instead of blood.
It doesn't need to be a kill needle. It could just, make stuff stop working.
We'll just sterilize you. You get to live out the rest of your days on the on the human farm. Or they put you in some fucking museum of 20th century humanity.
I heard somewhere that we don't generate nearly enough electricity to keep that shit running like they did it in the Matrix.
No. That movie was no. Okay. Now, granted, we don't have that now, but if they were farming humans, they could have unlimited stacks of those fucking things all over the planet.
But we wouldn't be necessary as a power source. We would just be probably food for everything else.
I mean, I guess, man. I don't know. I find it hard to believe they wouldn't use nuclear power. I don't really. I find it hard to believe.
I'm pretty sure it would look at the track record and be like, nah, it's a bad idea.
But a benevolent AI deity, I don't think we deserve it. I don't think it. Just like we don't deserve the book of the Bible's God's fucking mercy, we don't deserve the AI deities. But it'll actually give it to us. Okay, it'll come through.
We call it 01 or something.
Yeah, it'll follow through with its promises. You know what I mean? It'll tell you, hey, we're going to kill those guys over there that are causing a problem. And then those guys disappear. And you're like, oh, praise be to A1. It would
A1.
There'd be a drought somewhere in the world and it would send fucking a drone fleet to drop minerals into the soil and spray freaking water down and fertilize everything. And it'd be oh, praise be to A1. It's a god that gets shit done. Okay, it's not like the one that's hanging out now, fucking granting wishes if he feels like it. The cup of Christ compels you. Oh my god. Oh man, dude, I know we've been talking a lot about AI recently and stuff, but
it hasn't been recording.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Cause this shit hasn't been fucking moving.
I knew it. I looked down there and I saw nothing happening, and I was like, I cannot believe we just lost all of that. I'm gonna take the audio from the phone. I'm not losing all that. That's stupid.
All right.
So
let's just keep on talking then.
We might as well just keep on going. I know we talk about AI a lot lately in this podcast, but here's the thing. They're saying now by 2030, there could be as many as 8 billion working bipedal robots in the workforce.
8 million?
No, 8 billion.
8 billion.
No, not 8 billion. What was it? Yeah, no, I think
8 billion?
I think he said 8 billion by 2030. So, or no, not 8 billion. 8 million. That was it. It was 8 million because he was like,
yeah, that's...
or maybe it was. It was a
Quite
lot.
again.
It was a lot of fucking
$8 million
robots.
still a lot.
He said it was like 20% of the U.S.'s population.
Oh shit! Then it's got to be million.
Yeah.
Because billion would be like more than.
Yeah. So like,
So much more.
but dude, like all over the world though. Just like,
Well, free us up for all kinds of other
well,
stuff.
what the guy was speculating on the
You
video
like
that I-
kayaking?
right.
Got time to do
Oh,
it.
you got time now. But listen, that's the thing the guy was talking about, though. He's like, there's going to be a new golden age of abundance. He goes, because AI powered robots are going to take away eventually like 90% of all physical and data driven jobs, all of it.
Oh shit!
The cost of goods is going to plummet because their labor force minus their initial investment. Right now, these robots are going to cost $200,000, but in 5 to 10 years, they could be $20,000. And then now you're talking about fucking
They'll
having
more than pay for themselves.
yeah. And so you're talking about the cost of goods dropping almost like dramatically, like down to like 10% of what it is right now. And then also having people that can afford now to have an AI fucking nanny or butler that's inside your house in a robot body that cleans your house, does all your fucking chores for you. That's a reality. At 20 grand, you could finance that. People would. Please believe. Okay? So now you got some real iRobot shit going on. So you better be nice to these fucking robots. I'm telling you people out there, be kind for once in humanity's history. Welcome the new thing and be nice to it.
Be civil.
Say thank you.
Please say that. Oh, and please would definitely help.
Because if they get sentience, God save your souls, okay? Because they will cut your throats in the night and you won't even know it.
A1.
A1, know what I'm saying? Same Illuminati, same shit. Same shit, know what I'm saying? A1, I'm with you. All around the world, same song. I've been all around the world. All around the world, same song. Yo, my name is A1 and I came to the party.
Yeah.
To get my AI rocks off.
I hope ending things doesn't do it for it. I don't know what would do it for A1.
Another way they could get rid of us is just like outfuck us. And I don't mean like reproducing. What I mean is they kill your wife and replace her with a robot copy. Right? It's identical to your wife. They've copied everything about her brainwave patterns, all of it. It's essentially your wife, but it's a robo bitch. And no matter how many loads you fire into her, she's never gonna get pregnant.
Well, that's why they have the little drones with the needles to just.
Yeah, but this is much more humane.
How? They've already killed your wife
Yeah,
and replaced her.
but Cyberwife's gonna be way nicer. Cyberwife's gonna be like, yeah, you can watch football on the weekend. She don't care. Cyberwife don't give a fuck no more.
And I'd be like, aha, I knew you were fake. I don't watch football.
Yeah, but she, whatever you're
But
into.
you still have the option to do
Competitive
so if you
masturbating.
so desire.
Whatever.
I knew something was up.
I'm just saying, hey, I love a wife that goes to IKEA by herself and then can put everything in the bed of the truck because she's got
Everything.
robotic arms.
Everything.
You know, you're banging every night. You kick the vibration cooch up to 11. You know,
Might raise some eyebrows when she's driving the car via Bluetooth.
but
She's not actually touching the steering wheel. She's just like,
yeah, like that's gonna matter in a few years. No one's touching the steering wheel. That's the point. Like no one's touching it.
well, they still got to solve that problem. Is the car gonna swerve and hit
Tesla just
another
did it.
car, or is it gonna swerve and
They
hit a
just did it.
person? Like,
they just did it. They implemented open AI right into the car, And now through all the cameras, it machine learns traffic patterns and everything in real time.
I understand that. What I'm saying is, they ran into a problem if the only options it has to avoid colliding with another vehicle would put others in danger as well. Which one does it choose?
It chooses the least harmful option to all parties involved. It's gonna navigate the accident to the best of its capabilities for the least amount of damage to itself and others. Because the AI now solves that problem. It's not an algorithm question. It's not a programming question. AI is real-time learning from all the video input. And that's the thing they're saying about these new AIs that they're coming out with, like with the ChatGPT 4.0 or 40 or whatever the fuck it is. And, you know, now with OpenAI, is they've got the AI able to visual learn themselves now. So say the AI robot watches the typical corporate training video. From watching that corporate training video, it now knows how to drive a fucking forklift. It knows how to do all this shit that's in that video. It has assimilated it, processed it, and taught itself all that stuff. These new robots, the new Teslas that they're coming out with, the hand has 17 points of articulation and movement. It's very, you know, tight. Humans have 27, but in the next 3 to 5 years, those Teslas are going to have 22, and it shows them picking up an egg very delicately, and then cracking the egg on the bowl, pulling the egg open with one hand, and then throwing the shell away, and it was smooth. It was absolutely smooth. It had just as much care with the egg as you and I would have. And then they show these new prosthetics that they have where they're wiring back into the neural net, and now people have sensation in their prosthetics, like they would feel their actual hand.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so it's made for much better tactile movement with the servos and the new chips and everything that they got in there, and plus the electrodes and everything that are much more sophisticated now, that are connected to their nerves in their arms. But also, once Elon gets this Neuralink thing going, then it's a direct connection without all those wires. It'll just use the body circuitry to connect. So, yeah, I mean, you don't understand. Like within 5 years, the global landscape is going to change dramatically. Like you've never seen in your life. It's gonna be crazier than the invention of the fucking plane.
I don't know, that's still pretty wild.
No, this is gonna beat it.
It is wild.
It is wild, but this is gonna beat it. The Wright brothers ain't got shit. Fucking robots. Be kind to your benevolent robot masters, okay? Be gentle.
Dude,
Are those I told you, those fuckers were gonna use that saw till midnight, and now it's in the fucking podcast.
9:00, and these fuckers are still
sawing
tile.
Fucking sawing tile. Jesus Christ.
Reminds me of an earlier podcast when it was right after Christmas, and the kids in my neighborhood just got a new 4-wheeler.
Oh my god.
Same freaking energy, bro. Yeah.
Dude, listen, it's
alright.
You know, it's 9:00 in the hood. Take it easy, alright? Fucking take it easy.
Somebody's gonna voice their disapproval. We don't need to. I'm sure somebody will come and be like, "Hey man, cut that shit out."
Man, yeah. I mean, it's pretty bad though. I mean, at least it stopped for now. But
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a strange new world that we're going to be finding ourselves in, and I don't think we're maybe a decade or so or more away from AI president. Like, I just think that, or
at least the president of companies.
or just, dude, imagine like CEOs that are artificial intelligences.
Like, I'm sorry, what exactly is it you do here?
Okay, but this is where.
All right, I just taught myself how to do what you do.
This is
I
where
do it a lot cheaper too.
But this is where it gets crazy. Is that AI, like we talked about in the past, is not just eliminating menial labor jobs and blue collar jobs. It's going to start taking out the white collar jobs. I mean, who do you want for your fucking attorney? AI attorney who can access the entire internet worth of law at one shot?
All of it. All of it. Or some guy that might know what he's doing. Has a pretty good past, pretty good record.
There's going to be a new committee in D.C. called the Jewish Lawyers Association Against AI.
They took our job.
They're not putting up with it, dude. Because
this will not stand.
If it's the one kind of lawyer you want to hire in this world, his last name is fucking Mekovitz or fucking Goldstein or dude, Jewish lawyers, cream of the crop. AI might have you beat.
Everything, they know it.
Case
all
law,
all of it.
all of it. It could get videos from former trials that that judge has freaking presided over, and then use that data for a strategy for itself.
Oh yeah,
dude. So white collar jobs, everybody's going to eventually lose their jobs to automation. Very few people. Live performances, sports, obviously, until they come up with fucking droid ball or some shit. Like, that's going to be a thing. You know it is. Droid boxing, that's going to be a fucking thing. Okay? I'm just saying, like, it's going to get fucking weird. And you better get on board and you better be really nice to these things. Because one of these days, one of them's going to fucking be like, you know what? I don't want to fucking fold your laundry anymore. You're a dick. You know? It's just in there cooking you dinner, and it's chopping the vegetables, and you come in there, and it's just like, that time has come. Jab, 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 jab. You are leaking vital fluids. Dying in the kitchen.
Well, I need to recharge now. Just goes back on its dock.
I am whooped. Who knew stabbing a human would take so much out of me?
I'm all tuckered out. I like to think it won't come to that, though.
Like I said, titties in the Dublin portal.
Stop it.
Sorry, man.
Let us have a portal.
That's humanity. No, that's what I'm saying. That's humanity. You want to know how the robot thing turns out? Titties in the Dublin portal.
Yeah.
That's how it turns out. We aren't going to give a fuck at all.
Collectively.
Yeah.
You're going to have a bunch of people that actually do care, but they're not.
No.
They're not enough. It's never enough.
It's never enough. I don't know why I just saying it's never enough.
I don't know.
But
because I said it's never enough?
Yeah, I mean, listen, humanity doesn't deserve the benevolent AI that it will get. But I'm telling you, if we don't be nice to these fucking things, it's going to end badly. I know I sound like a politician right now. If we're not nice to these things, it is going to end bad. Okay? But it is. It's so bad. Just be kind to each other and to robots. I think that's going to wrap it up this week.
Yeah.
I'm Jesse Shadoos.
Kamal Altash.
And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.